Hey Cade, this is Mrs. Skogland. Just wanted to give you a little bit of feedback on your summer assignment. And so we're mostly going to be talking through Chapter 7 since that was the question that you starred, but I'll kind of reference some other parts of your project as we go through it as well. All right, so the first thing that I look for in a body paragraph, which is what this structure is a strong topic sentence, and we want that to kind of concisely answer the question and preview what's going to come in the paragraph. So I thought you had a pretty good topic sentence, and not just in this paragraph, but in others too, Cade. I like why you say that empathy is really important. The only thing I maybe wanted a little bit more of was like why every patient being different connects to empathy, like how a doctor or a nurse could see that. So maybe just like a little bit more detail there. Then I actually look at the end of your paragraph at your concluding sentence, which we also want to tie back up to this question and kind of like wrap everything up to let the reader know the paragraph is over. Again, I think you did a really nice job here of going back to the question and clearly sort of signaling that the paragraph was ending. And I like especially that you said, treating people humanely and with empathy, kind of getting back to that importance part of it. So that was really good. All right, next I looked at your evidence. I think you did a good job selecting your evidence. So like here you have kind of a reason that nursing is growing, and then here you have a change that some medical schools have made in doctor evaluations. And so those differences in your evidence allowed you to really develop the paragraph nicely, so good job. I think you're doing also a pretty good job of what we call embedding or like integrating your evidence. So let me read this one. It says, recently the board that accredits medical schools, blah, blah, blah. So what's nice about that, Kate, is that even with the quotes, that reads really smoothly with your own writing. The only reason I didn't give you a 10 there is just some really minor things, but things we can go back and fix. Like down here, when you're leading into the quote like that, and it's what we call a flow quote, we're actually not going to capitalize the sentence, and that way it just reads as one sentence. Up here, you are going to leave the capital because you have this sort of dialogue introduction, but we do need a comma to offset that. So just kind of some things, little things to go back and fix. All right, next I looked at commentary, and I think you're doing a great job here of not just like paraphrasing or summarizing the evidence. I think you're really trying to connect it back to the question, which is good. I like especially on this one how you say, like cold hard facts dehumanize the patient, and that's why nursing is so important. So that was really nice. I think just maybe tying back like this one to the question a little more is the only reason you didn't get a 10. Like you said, bedside manner is a necessary step, but like, why is that? How does that help, right? That kind of a thing. All right, next I looked at your conventions and citations. So conventions looked pretty good, like I can definitely tell you proofread. I just noticed a few times some personal pronouns like us, and so saying just even like tie people together is really going to elevate your word choice. And then on citations, you do need to do some work here in fixing these. There's no period here, it's just at the end, and then all of pink in the page number is in the parentheses, not just pink. All right, lastly, I looked at your R-directed activities, and I thought you did a good job with these, Cade. I was interested in this TED Talk that you watched. I couldn't tell if it was like interesting that technology knows what we're feeling or totally like terrifying. I don't know, but it definitely sounded interesting, and it sounded like the speaker really used story well to engage you. So anyway, just wanted to give you a little feedback.